Hey everybody, this is an exceptionally fun video for me to do, and let me just explain the direction that I'm going to take on this video here, or the content of it, or whatever I'm trying to say. But at any rate, Rick Beato, and if you don't know who Rick Beato is, I put a link to his channel down below, and I would highly recommend you go check him out. Rick Beato is a great music educator, a great musician himself, guitar, bass, and keyboards and everything. He's a great recording producer, etc., etc. But at any rate, you'll find out all that if once you start getting into Rick's videos. And his channel's been extremely successful. I really enjoy his videos. But this is kind of an offshoot of one of the videos that he did. He took a section of Stairway to Heaven, the solo section specifically, and re-recorded it to sound pretty close to the actual version of Stairway to Heaven. And the concept behind his video was, what would it sound like if a famous guitar player other than Jimmy Page did the solo over the solo section? And so he went ahead and did an emulation of what he thought Peter Frampton would sound like, and Rick played that, did a great job. And then he called up Phil X. Yeah, I'm sure you guys all know who Phil X is, with Bon Jovi and On His Own. And Phil's a big Eddie Van Halen fan, and has some of his licks down pretty good. But what he did a version of what Eddie Van Halen would sound like on Stairway to Heaven. Rest his soul, Eddie. I'm getting off on a rabbit trail, but Eddie impacted my life a big way. And then he had Eric Johnson, who he had interviewed before. What would it sound like if Eric did a solo over Stairway to Heaven? And Eric's solo was just phenomenal. They were all great. I'm going to get off on a little rabbit trail here. I'm going to do another video of my reaction to those solos, because I felt there was a couple of common things that they each did that actually linked back to Jimmy Page. It was really kind of interesting. They each had their own identity, but they're very similar in a lot of ways too, and I think a lot of that happened for a couple of reasons. And like I say, I don't want to distract from this video, but I got to thinking about things, and I thought, what would it sound like if I did a solo over Stairway to Heaven? It's one of the songs that I certainly know how to play, and my wife actually tells me it was the first song that I ever played for her. But and of course, it's one of those songs we're not allowed to play in the music stores. But at any rate, there was a couple of different ways that I thought I could have done this solo, and you could get really super flashy or whatever. But then I just thought, what would Jimmy have done? I tried to, and I try not to emulate what Jimmy Page would have done, but what would I have done? What would I thought would have been the most musical contribution to the song? And kind of thinking back at the time, what would I have done if I had walked into the studio and they said, "Hey, Chris, go ahead and play the solo. Jimmy's eating lunch," or something like that. Let's see what you would do. And so I went ahead and took Rick's backing track and downloaded it into my computer, and then I went ahead and added my guitar solo on top of it. And I did a couple of takes. I didn't really want to beat it to death, but admittedly I tried a couple of versions, and I thought, mainly just to kind of feel what would be my direction. What do I want to do? Do I want to be, show off some technique, and in the end I thought, no, I just want to do something that really sounds musical. And that's kind of where I'm gravitating with my playing anyway nowadays. But hope you enjoy. I would really appreciate if you guys comment down below what you think of my version. And so, hey, without further ado, let's just get into it. And here's what I did on Stairway to Heaven. We'll check you later, guys.